Hey everybody, what's up? I know my hair is looking crazy. It's okay. We'll get this together in time. In all in good time. Anyways, I'm sorry. Let me turn down my lo-fi real quick. Not all the way down. A little bit in the background. Hi, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Nahara, Blue Lotus. We're gonna get things, started off right. With our readings. I have different decks for our indulgement. Right now, I have the Chinese fortune cards, which I'm gonna get us like an oracle card to give us a little bit of ground to stand on. I have the Akashic Tarot, and I have another deck, but hmm, where the fuck did it? Oh, excuse my language. Oh, here it is. I have the Modern Witches Tarot, which is becoming my favorite deck to use so far. Without further ado, let's get into the okey doke. Okay. Whew, Jesus, my neck hurts a little bit. So I've been trying to save myself from. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's relax and get into our general reading space. We're going to get maybe one card will do. I'm feeling a lot of energies during this time, especially we're coming out of Halloween. They say the veil is thin around this time, which makes it good for um, this makes it good for doing any kind of rituals or doing any kind of divinations, manifestations, anything you can think of. This is a card. That's funny. This is a card from the Angelic uh, Guidance Tarot. So whatever you can get into, especially now because it's Monday. Actually, it's 1. Today is Tuesday. It's 1:11. So we're talking about particular gateways. I've noticed that certain information is more clearer than others. So coming to a place where you can access information and ask questions and get answers is a big point right now. Yo, this oracle doesn't want to give up anything. They don't want to give up anything. Come on now. I know you want to. Wow, that's they do not want to give up anything. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Number 33. Some of you might resonate with the number 33. I am like myself am a numerology life path 33. I'm gonna take my glasses off because I like how they look in this camera. Anyways, I'm on life path 33, and what happens is that 33 energy is all about it's spirituality, it's service to others, it's being able to share with others, it's being able to be of service to others, being a humanitarian, being a spiritual teacher, being a spiritualist. So 33 to me is the number of the spiritualist. Also, we have this little musician here. We have the beautiful woman with her hair all done up, and she is, playing the music. So a lot of times, this card talks about the beauty of life, the beauty of the thing that we call life, and coming up to times that are going to be very beautiful, events, meeting beautiful people, or having some kind of increased influence at this time. So this is for my socialites. This is for my people who are trying to use their influence. So that's the time to get that go on to interviews. That's the time to have meetings. That's the time to find love. That's the time to ask for what you need from others, because your influence is far reaching at this time. Okay. Not only that, but the situations in your life and the way that you see life is going through a shift. And so I think a lot of people, including myself, may have not seen the good parts of life, or are trying to look at the better parts of life. Okay. Now, I think we're gonna go to the tarot. I'm gonna use the Modern Witch Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. If you pop in, just hit the like button, please. I appreciate y'all. Woo. Say hello and hit the like button. The booty on. I took my glasses off. Now I can't see anything. So this beautiful card is just letting us know that we need to start to, and doing these general readings, I find that I benefit from these things and speaking out loud. And when this is done, that card fell on the floor, but I'm gonna bring it back out real soon. When it's done, I go back and I watch them. So the game is to reach out to my soul groups and understand that we are reflecting off of one another. Okay. So I don't know if I'm reaching the multitudes. It doesn't matter how many people that I reach or don't reach. The Two of Wands is here, and I want to point to the fact that this is choosing a road or choosing between two courses of action to take, choosing between two directions, or going and setting out, charting your course, understanding and planning your path. So, for some reason, planning um, for long and short term goals is very essential right now. And in this time, it is important that if you are trying to go for a goal, or if you finally have something that you want to achieve, then take those steps now. Um, it's not necessarily that you're going to take action and stepping out right now, but the actual planning of of goals that you can meet that are doable, you'll want to do that. Chart and plan your course. The Knight of Wands is out here. I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords. I keep saying the Knight of Wands like I just want the Knight of Wands to come out. That Knight of Swords energy, that's like rushing in and saying something rushing in with a truth, rushing in with your communication, being quick with it, quick-witted. Um, when it comes to getting your communications done, or when it comes to clearing the air about a situation, because sometimes I feel like the Knight of Swords comes to bring a sort of clarity to a situation in a swift sort of manner, but also can be very abrasive. Okay. That Knight of Swords energy could be, you could feel the need to step in and use your communications to clear the air about some things in life. Um, whether it be using the phone, whether it be using email, whether it be using text message or social media, however you're presenting yourself right now, it's okay to be quick-witted, but just remember to to make your speech so that it doesn't hurt others, or make sure that you understand your tones and how you're saying things, because it doesn't sometimes this says you are a badass being full of love, life, and possibilities. Through this deck, you can find your best self. Interesting. Um, with that beautiful card, there is a component to life right now where your influence is starting to grow. And so there's windows for those kinds of energies that I am understanding, because I've done readings for people in which this energy sort of shifts. So I've had people who I have repeated readings with, and the energy shift. They just do for whatever reason. Um, there's windows for this kind of energy where your influence increases. Okay, for whatever reason. So understand that handling things now when it comes to communication, because of that extra influence that you might have on others, to be careful with your speech, even though you want things to be quick. Watch what you say, because you don't have to be harsh in your communication at this time. You don't have to be unkind to get things done, okay, in a swift kind of way, to clear the air or to bring peace even to a situation. You don't have to come rushing in full guns a blazing, okay? Page of Wands energy. So we have two. I can see a process happening really quickly after a decision has been made on which direction one wants to go. And the Page of Wands talks about good news coming to the recipient. So, out of those communications, whether you're on interviews, whether you're on auditions, whether you are trying to um, book a gig or land a job, whether whatever you're trying to do, or if you're starting a new business, or you're starting a new line of education, or you're traveling, or you're trying to do something that you really is connected to your desire within, going and launching on that new path is almost like that path, and the in combination with this card of beautifulness is telling you that as that path unfolds, you will find beauty on that path. It doesn't matter which one that you take. It's just making sure that you pick one and be decisive about it. Don't dilly dally. Don't wish wash. Okay. In the Page of Wands, that is news that comes to the user, but I also feel like this is new ideas, or a new inspiration, or a wave of inspiration that comes over the user, of this energy. But I also feel like the Page of Wands, if you're taking on that energy, then you're spreading ideas. You're talking about your ideas. You are implementing new things. You're inspiring other people, which is what the Page of Wands does. The Page of Wands comes with that message of inspiration, of motivation, of getting up and doing something. of going after your bliss or your desire. And you might have been waiting for a green light to go on and do something. And here the universe sends someone that is going to help you do that. Or that sends the right person to say the right things to you. Um, a lot of us are experiencing challenges when it comes to the personal direction of our life, and it is because we have to fight. We have had to fight others in terms of doing and putting ourselves first and becoming a bit self-centered. Um, so at some point there has to be this differentiation between your goals and your ambitions and the plans and ambitions that others have for you to fulfill and take out. Not everything on your plate and in your face or on your mission or your quest, not all of those quests are for you. Sometimes we are embarking on quests for others or at the behest of other people. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I feel like I feel like very educated right now. I feel like I'm trying to get some extra throat chakra energy out. And so because my neck has been feeling all kinds of crazy shit. But yes, Seven of Wands energy poses a challenge. And it could be that like, or I feel that Seven of Wands is going in a direction in which in a direction with life that is not what everybody else expects you to do, going beyond the expectations of others, if that makes sense. My lo-fi right now, I hope that it's not a problem. Hold on, y'all, give me 1 second. Okay, so when you go into a new direction, you may not get support off the bat. So don't depend on people's um, don't depend on people's encouragement. You may have to sway and persuade others. And with that beautiful card, we're going to talk about. I'm going to read about this beautiful oracle in a minute. Um, you may have to persuade and use your words to persuade others onto your path, but you have to be positive. You have to show that whatever that you have going on is something that people can get behind. Um, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to read this beautiful card right now. I feel like I come on at weird times, and I I'm going to I'm going to try to do multiple uploads and see what times is best that people come on here. I always am late because I do classes. And so like do after like doing a class of doing homework, like my mental capacity is like blah. It's like blah. Um, they're guiding me to do another oracle, but before I do that, I'm going to take the book and read. Okay. So this is for anybody. I'm letting you know, like if you find this, then it's for you. But I'm letting you know that for some reason during this time, influence is at an all-time high. Okay. So it says desirable relationships, optimistic times, a new path to life. This card shows that you have a beautiful soul and life will be yours in time. People may tell you how beautiful you are due to a mini makeover or a new health kick, which makes you shine brighter than normal, and you're feeling really good about yourself. but your natural beauty is coming from your beautiful and caring heart. You may have just been through some turmoil or helped others through emotional upheavals and felt drained by the experience. You have done a lot for others, and now it's time for you to sparkle. The card speaks to long term gains, particularly living in a place of your dreams with magnificent views and enough money to enjoy a good life. This will come and continue being your beautiful, trust this will come and continue being your beautiful, caring self. The universe will look after you. Deeper and more meaningful relationships are forming, growth in existing relationships. Babies born in this family in the near future will be strong and extra beautiful or really special. This says that a beautiful rose quartz charm bracelet will attract unconditional love your way or revitalize passion in an existing relationship. So with this card, I and the cards that have came after it, I am definitely feeling a sort of resurgence of feeling good about the self, but also people are noticing this, and in a physical way, but also in a spiritual way. And the Seven of Wands talks about a challenge because for so long, you have been putting others first before yourself, which is it is a. I feel like in this day and in this time and age, like people people shit on other people who help people, and that's just what we do. Um, Other than it going to the left and people being and becoming a doormat, which can happen, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing to help people. But having those boundaries to where you know what you want, and when it comes time, you will have to go into the direction, and when your life path is allowing it, you will need to go into the direction of where you want to go. For so long, you have put others first, and it says now it's your time to put yourself first and shine for yourself. Okay. So now is the time to kind of like, with that Knight of Swords energy, and I'm gonna bring it back. This Knight of Swords energy is like kind of like, okay, well, I need to express a truth. Okay. And maybe you need to tell people in your life and let people know, the people who you know, that there's going to start to be some changes around here, um, regarding how you respond to others asking for your help, or putting your own needs first and letting others know that you now have a commitment or a path that you wish to commit to, that is important to you. And the people in your life that will understand this, they will understand. Okay. Some people, it takes people some time sometimes, because people are at their core selfish, and when it's time for you to be selfish, then they have an issue, you know then they have an issue. Some people come around, some people don't, but what can you do? What can you do? um, this is about attracting beautiful relationships and partnerships right now. So that factor is higher than normal. Also, it talks about beautiful sceneries, beautiful places, beautiful events. And I feel like this next year, or maybe it is, I feel like this energy stretches out over a long period of time. Maybe some long overdue changes are starting to happen, because you are starting to understand your direction and which you want to go, which you want to go on. That makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay. What I wish to do now is okay. Well, I'm gonna do another Chinese oracle. Chinese oracle. What else can we add to the beautiful card? And see that number 33, like I guess like that life path, because I study that life path, and because I'm a number 33. So that has to deal a lot with being of service to others, but more than anything, it is being in touch with one's soul mission. This is good times. Anytime you need a payment, anytime you need a friend, good times. Temporary layoffs, and look what we have. This is number 12. 12 adds up to 3, so we have 3 energies. I can't make this shit up. Good times, okay. So usually these good times come after dealing with a multitude of bullshitty ass times, or a time when things are darker than you want them to be. I'm sorry, I'm trying to sit in this chair correct way, but it's not working. Okay, there we go. Good times, good events, good food. Go to events, go to whatever that you can go to. You don't have to, like, there's always going to be people that are going to be like, maybe they got a problem with you, but you don't have to concentrate on them. Now is about you feeling good. You need to concentrate on you feeling good, looking good, basically. And it seems kind of vain, but after a while of not concentrating on yourself and your own needs and worrying about others, you need to balance that out with a period of doing the opposite and actually concentrating on yourself, because this is the time to do that. Um, but this 3 energies is about creating, especially the 1-2 energy, which is also step by step creation, which is a process that one takes to create reality, create situations. So I'm feeling like now is a good time to go to the drawing board. Now is a good time to do a vision board. Now is a good time to now is a good time to compose or author your own life in terms of the good things that you want to experience, instead of just taking what you can get, or just taking whatever is thrown at you, whether it be good or bad or negative or positive or whatever. What is it that you wish to experience? And I'm going to tell you right now, like with manifestation, it's easier to manifest experiences in situations and circumstances than it is to manifest material shit. Because because the universe can conspire to bring, like, there's more options on the table. There's more things the universe can do to make that happen, as opposed to lining things up in the correct time in order for you to get something physical. um I only say that because when it comes to physical matter, um because of the rules, we live under a certain amount of rules in this matrix that we reside in. And when it comes to physicalities, um it's harder to it's harder to make or materialize things that are not given time to do so. Okay. Or if you're not in the process of looking for something and buying something that you can afford, and you are just looking, like, let's say that you don't have a car and you can't afford a car, and you want one though, or maybe it's a specific kind of car. um, like, practically, you have to look at, if I want this car and I don't have the money to buy it, nor do I have the money to spend to maintain it, how am I doing in my life to show the universe that I'm ready for this thing to come? right? It's different if you are looking for something specific and at maybe a specific price, or you want a car, maybe not a specific kind of car, but yes, at a specific price and it has these specific technicalities whatsoever, and you have the money to buy it and you're able to maintain it. Having the money to maintain an object or material possession is kind of a way to let the universe know that you're ready to receive that thing. Okay. When it comes to things that right now you cannot afford practically, and it's not that you'll never be able to, but I don't know why I'm explaining. I feel like people need to understand this because people look at manifestation and look at the law of attraction and look at all these things, but you have to add some practicality to it. Otherwise, there's no grounding. Like there's no grounding. And if you're trying to attract material stuff, you have to add an element of practicality because otherwise it's just the idea that's up in the air that's very real in another universe, in another reality, in a higher sense of reality. However, in this denser, more dense sense of reality that we reside, those things have not manifest in your life yet. The other thing that you could do is quantum leap. I recommend and like I don't and I do recommend quantum leaping if you are a person who desires a radical change of life. It is magic that is chaotic. And if you like radical changes and you want to go from nothing to something real quick, then maybe a quantum leap is a thing for you. However, those can be unpredictable. Sometimes we get what we want in a quantum leap, but then we also have things that we don't want from going from one reality to another one. We often see that not everything is as it should be. Okay, so everything doesn't become perfect in a new reality just because you have something that you did not have in the old reality. That just means that things are different and things have shifted around so that you can have what you can have. Um, Winning the lottery, having sudden amounts of income, um, having sudden fame, having sudden turns of fortune, that can happen in a person's life unexpectedly. So don't knock that, but also don't expect for that to happen in a sense that if you want to attract it in a magical sense, that can come at a cost because of the chaotic elements. There's unseen cost to that. And I know that because I've made that happen before for myself. And so the things always turn out the way that I wanted them. Oh, fuck no. Sometimes I was like, but if you're desiring a radical change in your life and you're having trouble dealing with life at that moment, or maybe you're in a position where you're in danger, or you're not in the best part of life, or maybe you have made some decisions that were not the best and it's led you down a path, you can ask the universe to fix that path for you. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. But creating circumstances right now is the hottest thing because experiences and circumstances can lead to material stuff. But ultimately, these good times are to help you to feel good about life, feel good about yourself, feel good about your life, feel good about the people who are in your life, filling your life with love, filling your life with happiness, going to uh, uh, being seen, being social, being in love. Ooh, my neck hurts so bad. Oh my gosh, it's right here. Ooh. My neck is just stiff. I'm sure that it is throat chakra issues. I'm a Taurus. So, we Tauruses always have this thyroid neck and oh gosh. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But let's look at that card because let's look at the energies of good times. See, we went on a tangent. I didn't even need to go in with the I didn't even need to go in with the cards, but I'm going to do that anyway because they help me illustrate what I'm trying to say. We have the moon energy. Okay. Why do we have this moon energy? I have come to understand the moon as unconscious movement, as a dance, as a movement that you're not aware, that you take, that you're not consciously aware, or letting the unconscious take over, or letting the unconscious take you over. Okay. Or being aware of unconscious actions. The Five of Cups is here too. It kind of was upside down, but then we have the Fool. This came up too in another reading, and I was prompted to, and then the Justice card was at the bottom of the deck, and after I shuffled it, it remained at the bottom of the deck. So let's talk about this because let's talk about the Five of Cups first of all. Um, I feel like the Five of Cups energy, five is chaotic energy. It almost is never, it never really describes any favorable quote unquote situations um out of life. It always talks about changes, and states of change are never favorable, quote unquote, while they're happening. After those changes, like in the midst of those changes, they don't feel like that they're favorable, right? Um, the Five of Cups can be lamentation, lamenting over failures or feeling like a failure, um, being disappointed, not reaching a goal, um, emotional investments, brokenheartedness, feeling sad, feeling depressed, not being able to see the good parts of life. Um, I feel like with that moon energy, I feel like with that moon energy, the moon often, I feel like, brings out emotions that are deep within us that we're not quite aware of. And sometimes you can come up with these Five of Cups kind of feelings out of nowhere because in the midst of changes, in the midst of a situation, you did not give yourself the luxury to let yourself feel those emotions, and then you just bury them in the unconscious. But when the moon energy shows itself, then it's showing that there needs to be a release of those energies. There needs to be a uh, purging or cleansing of those emotions. Okay. Why? Because you have to, in order to, somehow, in order to move forward in life and really be with these times that are going to be idyllic for you, the Fool energy being, it requires a sort of, you're not going to be able to take such certain emotional baggage with you during this time. It's not conducive to the beautiful energy. Okay, these emotions can even be beautiful sometimes. The Five of Cups emotions sometimes it's looking at the past, looking at what happened, trying to figure it out, you know, dealing with them emotions. Okay, dealing with the darkness, dealing with the shadow. Okay, and so I feel like now is the time when we're doing that, but in dealing with that shadow, I feel like there needs to be an element of creating situations, writing down situations that are wished to be had so that the universe can orchestrate those things. Okay. In the meantime, the Fool energy is was going to be required of you, okay, to Sometimes so and I'm gonna let you guys know that the last time I got these two cards together, okay, it was almost as if I was describing kind of like this unconscious movement into the unknown, which is like the full energy is also doing that. It's like stepping off of a cliff. It is completely radicalized movement. And with the moon energy, unconscious energy can also resemble radicalized movements. Okay. So I feel like if you've ever danced or if you've ever done anything that requires creative movement, um, then you can understand what the moon energy is. It's something that just completely takes over you. It takes over your body that is not conscious. It is something within you that you're not all the way aware of. One thing you must do is access that energy, because I feel like within that energy are some unruly emotions that needs to be expressed and need to get out. Okay, that needs to have a release so that you can have some relief from the baggage of it. Okay, then we have this Empress energy. All right, listen, like the Empress energy is on point. Okay, beautiful, like beautiful, beautiful energy. It's like you're not yourself, and most of the time I like to be my Empress self. That is in terms of dealing with the beautiful things of life and creating what you want out of life, returning to this state of empresshood. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a female, but the it is a feminine energies. Okay, it is returning to the point where your needs are being met by the universe, but you are ultimately creating those experiences that you're experiencing, and you are owning that fact. You're owning your own creativity. Okay. Being in the Empress energy is birthing things out of the unconscious. So the Empress is when we take ideas, and when we explore ideas and create them in the physical realm. Okay, taking steps to create energies from the unconscious, from the moon energy, but we have to tap into it. Okay, and not only maybe we'll find things in there that we did not expect, or there's emotions in there that are not happy, but in dealing with them and understanding them better and not being afraid of them and removing the fear of the unknowns, then you open yourself up to being the Empress again. You open, and I say again because I feel like I feel like in the past I've accessed that energy before, and you can definitely feel cut off from it. Um, Especially if I'm talking to people who are in my soul group, we're going through similar things. I'm talking to myself here, but I'm talking to y'all too, because I'm gonna go back and listen to all of this. I'm gonna go back and listen to what I say. They asked me to go into the good times card. Where's that book go? After that, I feel like gazing. I'm gonna gaze at an Akashic Records card. Okay. Mm. It says sizzling networking opportunities, romance likely, new adventures await. You could be the belle of the ball, an excellent time for meeting and connecting with great new people. Invitations will start pouring in, so be prepared to attend a number of glamorous events. People from your past may appear and reconnections will be fruitful. Family gatherings are guaranteed to create a festive atmosphere, so get ready to enjoy yourself. If you can, splurge on a new outfit, get you out, go shopping. Splurge on a new outfit for all these fabulous events and dust off your dancing shoes for a few nights on the town. However you play it, fun times are sure to be had. Stay alert to outstanding opportunities that the time ahead will bring. Expansion and broadening your horizons is indicated with new options and opportunities to improve your career and finances are coming your way. Because of your positive energy, you'll find yourself easier to present yourself confidently, and this confidence is going to pay off. You have a charismatic aura that will attract people towards you. Love is set to sizzle if that's what you're after. You will not be short of admirers and people who want to help you reach your goals. You will certainly be in demand socially, and your confidence will soar. Lots of spending going on, but what the heck? You're having the time of your life. Singles could find soulmates with like minded fun types, and those unattached will find this a dream of time of love and flirtations. Be aware of stormy relationships and domineering people who could be jealous of your popularity and try to control you. Avoid getting involved with these types if you can. And that brings to me a number of people. So don't let any hater, like, you might have to, show up to these things by yourself. You're not gonna don't let these people, don't let them, don't let them, don't let them be jealous of you. Oh boy. Yo, my hair has grown so much. Like, in a couple of years, like, it's grown. That's crazy. It's like grown, like, I'm not even gonna talk about it because, like, the rate of growth for my hair is crazy. This my hair has never been this long in my life. Trust me. Only by way of wigs, which I do miss a wig or two, you know what I'm saying? I do miss having a wig or two. Um, okay, they wanted me to do more cards. I wanted to do one from the Akashic Records card. You know what? I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. These guides don't run me. I have to let them know. Like, it's not. This is not. When we enter in the Akash, I just want to clarify our intentions here. In the Akash, what piece of Akashic information is going to help us at this time? Please be clear. Please be clear. What Akashic information is going to help us? And let me access for our soul group, for the people that may. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Up in the air. Okay. Unknown paths. They both fell on the floor, but this one came up in reverse. I want y'all to understand that up in the air is number 18, and the oracle cards was 333, which both adds up to nine. So we have some final decisions, final happenings. 9 is the number of final manifestations, where 8 is like abundance, and it's like the established movement and perpetual motion of energy. That perpetual motion is what creates the finality. Okay, once that energy moves in a direction so many times, then it creates a being. Okay, that reaches deep down into into the realms of all the realms. So it reaches through all the realms of existence. And once it does that, this is the nature of that nines energy. Okay. They call it the number of finality. This is the number of not not just materialization. This is where materialization can happen, but it's more like an established energy becomes born, or established order of energy becomes a permanent thing. Um, Something becomes permanent. Something becomes final. Okay. Up in the air, I want to look at this Paths Unknown card. So, like, I'm going to read it, but I'm going to first kind of intuit what they're saying with these. So, um, it's like taking the road. I heard this earlier today. Taking the road less traveled. It is trailblazing. It is taking something that's going to be unfamiliar. It's a lot of unfamiliarity going on. It's a lot of going to new places and new things. It's exploring options that you haven't quite explored yet. It's finding surprises. It's this expedition. It's expedition. It's almost like discovering. It's almost like discovering something old, or discovering artifacts, discovering new things, or um, it's this element of excitement, almost like I'm getting like this flash of like playing a video game. It's called Uncharted. It's almost like Uncharted, or like uh, Tomb Raider. Like we have this Lara Croft kind of energy where it's this energy of excitement. It is an element of danger, but it excites you. It fuels you. Nothing's going to happen to you, of course, but they want you to not be fearful of going in a new direction because of what it might look like, or the dangers that it might entail. Sometimes the things that we fear, like sometimes spirit will go make us go in a direction in which we are taught to fear it. Um, and it's going to take for. I'm sorry, I need I need a little swig of water. Mm. It's going to take some courage in order to see these things through. Um, I feel like that with that moon energy, there's like so many unknown factors, but you can't let that stop you from exploring. And that is the big thing. Up in the Air talks about that plans that you may have had that you never thought would kick off or get off the ground are going to do exactly that. And it's going to be time for you to, like, your most outrageous and outlandish dreams coming true based on the fact that you are the birther of those dreams. You are the conduit, and you are the fertile ground in which the seed that is the dream plants itself, so that it can become real. And so don't let anything get in the way of your ideas or your dreams that you have, that you want to have happen, that are seem outlandish to others. Um, but they do say it's going to take taking like things that are unprecedented, or things that have a low chance or low expectancies to happen, are only like that because the paths that you need to explore have not been explored. or you're going down known paths where the road that you're going down is a trailblazing. It is forging a new path on which others are going to follow you. They're going to do what you do. Okay, so don't count yourself short, and don't compare your path and what others have done. Not you, not you. Don't listen to people who went down the path that others have went down. Okay, and don't compare your life to theirs. Be inspired by them, but don't feel like that you are not important, or your dreams are not important, or they're not going to happen for you just because the roads that you take was different. If you're figuring out a new way to do things, then that's good, because then people can follow your example, and they do. Okay, I feel like that is happening without you even recognizing it. So I want to actually use the Akashic Tarot, um, and then we're gonna close out. We're gonna close her out. I always channel for like an hour or so, but we can't hear them just me speak all the time. Anyways, the scroll, the paths unknown, paths unknown, paths unknown, paths unknown. That will be the Eight of Scrolls. It came in reverse, so I'm gonna read the reversal. It says a project, relationship, or situation may not be moving fast enough for you. Is this the right one? Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the right one. This is the right one. It says you may find yourself very undecided and hesitant to move in a direction when this card is reversed. It's not only a time to look into the dark, but it's also a time for looking backward. This path on your left is partially illuminated by the sun. Okay. The path on your left is illuminated by the sun and calls you to investigate it. It leads to the past or a past life. Ooh, a relationship, talent, or experience. If you look into this history and go back to resolve the issue or reconnect with the past person, occupation, or deed, you will open your way to future success and your decisions will come clearer. No matter what the reason you're hesitant, challenge yourself now to break free from fear and inertia. Challenge yourself to break free from fear and inertia. It's amazing how many unexpected opportunities pop into your future when you look behind you. How much you can bring light when you step into the dark. Ooh. Regardless of whether this card is upright or reverse, the past can give you more insight through the neighboring cards and reveal how your past and future converge in the present. The path that goes on the left will take you to an adjacent card that shows how a past life is influencing you today. So this is showing us, this up in the air card is showing us a past life influence, which we're going to get into next. The So this only showed us two cards. So I think that we're looking at the past, okay? Because this card came out in reverse. The path that goes to the left shows you that how your past life is influencing you today. Okay, so this invites you to step into the shadows, which is that moon energy, which is where we gotta go. We gotta go deep into the shadows. Ooh, are y'all scared? I am. Look, this was good because I went into a haunted house, and it was scary. It was scary. It was fun, but up until that point where you go inside, you don't know what's gonna be there. You know. But are you going to turn around and leave? That's not what you're going to do. That's not what you're going to do. Mm-mm. Um. So So this represents a past life influence. Um, okay. Let me read this before I go into it. It says a man and a woman gaze within this is up in the air. Okay. It says during this time of your life there are aspects of an important situation that seem hidden to you. You may feel a strong, almost urgent desire to know how it's going to turn out. You can connect with your spirit guides and the Akashic records and ask for a little insight. But there are elements that are unknown and at this time unknowable. There's too much about this situation that is still up in the air. This could be an influence of others who are undecided, or events that have not yet come to pass, or unexpected discoveries that are yet to be made. Trust is the only way for you now. If you push too hard to know or influence the outcome, you might push that outcome away. Let go of the urgency and give the situation to your high infinite self who will take care of it all. Time is required to know about this matter, and time doesn't matter to the eternal self, whose power and love are always with you, for now, indeed forever. What else do you need? Nothing but trust and deepest knowing is all you seek to be revealed at this time. So I feel like I have to ponder this for a minute. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. So look, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot, I think, for me and for the group that is resonating with this, I feel that in the past life there has been a lot of things that a lot of dreams or a lot of things that have gone unrealized. Um, and ideas that have gone unrealized in the past life. And a lot of us had to make peace with the unknown factors that we didn't know that we were coming back. Like we didn't know like we were coming back to complete a lot of these things, or we didn't know like some of the things you weren't able to finish like in that lifetime, or a lot of the dreams and ideas that people had, we didn't have the resources at those times to make them happen. So a lot of things that went in, like a lot of work that went into some plans, a lot of them did not go through in a practical way. But they a lot of like this brought a lot of unrest to us in past lives, and it affected our lives in a way and where we felt like we had failed, or like spirit had given us a vision, or spirit gave us a dream that we would see something, and it was so vivid in our dreams, and it inspired us to go and do something, or to develop ideas that can come up later. But they didn't show us everything, or the Akashic. Some of us was tapping into the Akashic in past lives and saw future events and misnomered them into like, or misunderstood where those events took place in time. Um, and so I feel like a lot of us tapped into the Akashic records in the past lives and saw the future, and um, wanted to, and saw like and saw airplanes, saw technologies, saw cell phones, saw uh, transporters, saw those kinds of things and wanted to bring those things about, but could not because of the times that and the resources that were available during those times. And um, unfortunately, a lot of people didn't see those things happen, and we didn't, or we didn't see those things happen in the past lives, but a lot of us have come back in order to with ideas that we already had from them past lives, because we already seen things that are going to happen, and a lot of us came up with plans already that now can be implemented. So I'm feeling that. I feel like we should play more with the ideas of looking at the past life and doing past life meditations. I feel as if, once I'm done here, this is where we have to go next. Going into the unknown, going into the unconscious, because now we have to understand that the keys are going to be in the past life. The keys are going to be in the ways that it's unilluminated, in a path that is not clear. It's a path that is dark. It's a path that is not illuminated by our consciousness. It is something that's unconscious. So thank you, Akashic Tarot. Okay. So I know that was a lot, but um it gives you this energy is giving you an ideas, and I feel as though the more that we're working with these energies, um the more that the more that we can access them, and oops, the more that we can access them, and when it comes to this energy now, oh, they're just letting us know, like, we're going to be having good times. um I feel like when it comes to the past life energy, we're feeling the same things. I feel like we're feeling the same things that we felt in the past life. Like, we're not going to get the chance that we're looking for, or that we're not going to be fulfilled in the ways that we're looking for. And in that past life, the higher self was like, just trust in the process, just trust in what's going on. Like, you don't have to know everything that's going on right now. It's beyond your comprehension. The plan is beyond you. It goes and spans over more than one lifetime. And before, I don't think that we trusted that, but we had to, because we are spiritually connected with those lifetimes, and we have to access. Right now is an important time to access those past lifetimes, and it is important because those are the keys to our performance now. Okay. In the meantime, be merry. Be merry. Go to events. Go and hang out. Go and chop it up with people. Be beautiful. Do it. Do yourself, like, do yourself good. Do yourself right. Okay. In the meantime, don't be afraid to explore that unconscious. There's some things in there that need to be looked at. Okay. Thank you guys for chilling with me on this podcast, or this vlog, or whatever we want to call it. I hope that you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. If you would like to subscribe and hit that like button, I would love that. If you want to, you can hit me up at at gmail.com. If you would like to email me or whatever, that's cool. I enjoyed, hanging out with you guys. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. Until next time. Peace.